It's the Community Development Segment here on Breakfast Daily, and the segment is interactive. We want to hear from you throughout the segment, especially if you live in the Gan West community, Gan West municipality. Now, we are going to go over to a community called Samsam, and they have a stretch of road almost 19 kilometers long, and it's just terrible. Now, if you happen to ever have gone into those communities in that area, the Amasamai, towards, the areas there, Samsam, go as far as Kuntunse, those areas, you realize that, Ghana roads are just horrible. And it's an indictment on the way we have been able to manage our spaces in terms of how do we spend what money that comes, into the national coffers and so on. Because I really am one of those people who believes that once you fix a road or you build a road, the ripple effect is so far-reaching that it makes no sense not to fix the road, not to build the road. Right? It affects hospitals, which means it affects healthcare, it affects productivity. That's productivity in terms of people working and getting jobs and making money and all of that. It reduces cost of fuel, cost of transportation. It's like a multi-layered, thing. And Chris, I really feel as though it's one of the things that we really need to do better with. Right. And maybe that's what we should be demanding from our governments, right? To say that the next person who is going to be president of the country, we need to know that this is what you're going to be able to do, right? The low-hanging fruit, which is actually very expensive to do, but it's actually such that it has a massive rippling effect and affects so many things. You see, just build a correct road. That's when you build a correct road, the ripple effect is immeasurable. Right? But if you don't do that, you can do all the other things, but you will still come back to the same problem. True. And you are diminishing the impact of the other things you do anyway. So, for example, you build a school, but if people are going to spend 3 hours to go to school, in that community that you have built the school, how are you going to go to school? The vehicles that are going to transport the people to school are breaking down all the time. That means you have to increase. So, for example, if it's a school bus, then now you have to increase school fees to be able to maintain the bus just because you didn't fix the road. Exactly. You didn't build the road. You see, so it's a ripple effect. So anyway, let's go over to Samsam. We have a report brought to us by our colleague Masaudu Fauzu, and it basically just underpins and highlights the challenge that we have. And this is just one community, right? The residents there are really unhappy, and I don't blame them. Let's take a look at this.
The 19-kilometer road connecting the Pokwase and Sawam interchange and part of the eastern region has become a major concern for residents and commuters due to its impassable state. This has led to various actions by residents, including a recent protest. Clad in red and black attire with emphatic messages, they voiced their intent to boycott political activities in the area unless the road issue is promptly addressed.
We are in this community for so many years now, and this road is serious. How the road is going on, it's not good at all, and we've made it our brothers. Once the road is not good, we have to demonstrate. We have to demonstrate for the government to see how things are going on in this area.
It has been like, and it's getting worse every single year that passes. It keeps getting worse, and we are sick of it. And this time, if they don't fix it, we are not voting for nobody. Nobody should come here with any placard or any kind of campaign. So we are not voting for anybody. If they don't fix our road, we are not giving anybody our vote. It's our right to vote, and it's our right to have good roads. So if they don't fix it, they shouldn't expect us here to vote for anybody. Like, seriously, there's no development in the community. We are not getting jobs. Nothing is happening there. All the youth are just there laundering around. They're pregnant women. When they're pregnant, they don't get good access to the hospital. Like, everything is just bad. So it's like we are not even in Ghana or something.
During an interview with Citi News, Neil Otokojo, the first of the media community, expressed frustration, noting that traditional leaders' efforts to persuade relevant authorities to fix the roads have been futile.
We didn't petition to the MCE because we have done that to the MCA several times and nothing is going on. That's why we're petitioning to the president. And then we are giving him 2 weeks because we have done this several times and nothing has been done. So we want the president to know that as for this time, 2 weeks, if you not see anything, we'll go to the main roadside.
After a lengthy march from the untarred road of Utobi through the rugged stretch of Utuomini to the dusty streets of Samsam, the group presented a petition to the president through the municipal chief executive.
The road from Midie, Samsam Junction to Fotobi and Samsam Odumasi to Otomina, Gonse, and the Midie town roads have been woefully abandoned by two contractors, namely Capito Construction Limited and the Lovely Construction Limited.
In response, MCE Clement Wilkinson acknowledged the group's concerns and assured a swift resumption of the stalled road construction projects in the municipality.
I just told them that I've received the petition and I will do it as they wish. And I will take it to the appropriate office. And I know that we have already discussed this particular road. If you look at this highway from Ofankor to Nsawam, there is a major road going on, and the contractor is called Malipoma. Last week we had a meeting with the contractor, and I personally presented about 4 roads to him, and those roads will serve as a bypass for this main road, and this is one of them. Ajen Kotoku is now another one. Maya is another one.
Despite the launch and relaunch of government's flagship program to address the road deficit in the country, that is the Year of Roads, many communities in Accra and other parts of the country are still faced with the menace of deplorable state of roads, and residents here at Samsam Odumase in the Gawes municipality are of no difference. They are drumming home a lot of messages, but one, they want authorities to, as a matter of urgency, fix their roads, and they've cited the adverse impact on their livelihoods. They say without it, they won't vote in 2024.
And so that's what that's what you have here. You know, you can see, and the footage actually shows you that it's not. Some of the roads are impassable, actually.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
It's not just bad, it's dangerous too.
Well, yeah. You know, so I mean, really, I think that we should do a lot more as a nation to deliberately, especially when you're looking at the capital city. And I think that if we said, for example, the areas or the regions, cities, towns that give us most income as a nation, right? That would be one way of looking at it. But then you go to places that bring us a lot of income, and you see that they have terrible roads.
Yeah.
Right?
But if we do it like that, that means some people will still
also be affected.
Will also be affected,
yes.
and will be really aggrieved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't do it like that. So
but
there
year
has
did
to
they
be
say
some
was
kind of
going to be the Year of Roads?
plan. No, that was 2020.
Right.
That was 2020.
And from then till now, it never happened?
Well, the Year of Roads, some people have had overlays. The road is correct, though. Then they have overlay. And then second overlay. Yeah. Meanwhile, the road is already correct. And there's a road somewhere that is suffering.
And that's a problem.
That's a problem. Anyway, we've been joined on the line by the convener and who's also a resident of the community, the convener of this demonstration, Kojo Fin Kosa. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Thanks for having me. Good morning to your viewers.
Right. Now, just sort of, we saw some of the images there of the way the roads are. There are gullies, there are potholes, some of the roads are literally just, pathways, the non-existent roads. How long have you lived in this community?
So I came here since 2015.
Okay.
But before 2015, I came to the community around 2011, 2012.
Okay.
So that is about 12, 13 years now.
Okay. All right. And have the roads always been like this?
So our war started in 2012.
Okay.
And in the year 2012, we started having those issues. So there were complaints. There were a lot of issues, accidents, so we made a complaint. And then the government of the day at that time came in to remove the asphalt that we had on the road, that he was going to reconstruct the road.
Okay.
Now, he removed the asphalt from Samsam Junction all the way to Kolima Junction. He removed all the quota out of the road. And then, after 2012 elections, he left it. So we lived in that situation from 2012 all the way to 2016. So in 2016, they came back to reconstruct the road, and then they only did gutters. So after the 2016 election, they abandoned it again. So just recently, which is 2020, we had another government who came in. Then he also removed the roads, the gutters that have been done by the previous government. He removed them and then started his own gutters. And then after the 2020 elections, he abandoned it. And that is where we are now.
I see.
I'm glad you yourself have seen the potholes, the gullies, and all the issues.
Yeah.
See, you won't believe it. That very day, the Monday that we had our demonstration, that very Monday, we had 2 accidents on the road right at that time we're doing the demonstration.
Wow.
Now, Tuesday, that was the next day after the demonstration, we had 2 more accidents and 1 breakdown of vehicle on that same road. That is just this Tuesday. Now, the police who came to accompany us to guide us through our demonstration, will you believe that they said, if it is not that they had been commanded, they would have gone back. They couldn't ply the road to even come and protect us. Including the media. The media guys who came to cover the story, some of them couldn't even climb the hill.
Yeah.
You see, so we have gone through this since 2012, and what are we now? 2023. How many years?
11 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we are. Now, look at the Samsam Hills. I believe you had videos and footages of the Samsam Hills.
Yeah.
The rains have created a big gully in the middle of the hill. So if you are visiting, you are climbing the hill, and then your front tires enter the gully.
Yeah.
And you are not able to navigate yourself well. Your ignition goes off, and then your car will come back. And that is where we have experienced the accident over and over and over. Sometimes it is on daily basis.
So, what's the MCE saying? Because I've often had these issues brought up to Clement Wilkinson, and he always seems to have, the posture that, some contract has been handed out, some, talking to the right authorities in the right places who will then make sure things happen and so on. But it doesn't seem as though much is happening.
That is exactly why we did a demonstration, because they keep telling us the contract has been awarded, it is being done, it is ongoing, we should wait. And that is the same story we have been hearing since 2012 when this issue came up. You get it? So we went to the MCE person, we have written to the MCE, we have written to the road ministry, we've copied all his departments and agencies. And they only tell us, they are working on it. And that is it. And nothing gets done.
Yeah.
You see, so right now, when we handed our petition to him, that our road will be given to Maricopa, because it appears the contracts that were awarded, to the other contractors.
Yes.
We are told they were unable to do it. That's what the MCE told us. So they are going to award the contract to Maricopa. That's what he said. So we are holding on to what he is going to do on this premise. Yeah.
All right. Well, so you've not been given any timelines. You've not been given any, deadlines for things to happen.
We have never been given any timeline. We are just told they are going to work on it as early as possible. In our petition, we give the government 2 weeks ultimatum to instruct the contractors to come to work. Because where we are now, the accident is on daily basis. It's on every day we record accident or car breakdown, accident or car breakdown.
Okay.
And the one that happened recently, that was Tuesday, we took videos of them. 2 accidents on that hill, one on the left, one on the right.
Wow.
Right.
All right.
Mr. Costa, before I let you go, talking about the accidents, were any lives lost?
Okay, so mostly we don't experience death,
Right.
but sometimes we have injuries.
Okay.
And then severe damages to the vehicles.
Okay. And
So-
is this the first time that you're actually going on a demonstration concerning the roads?
Yes.
This is the first
This
time?
is the very first time we have gone on a massive road demonstration.
All right.
All the 10 communities, we are 10 communities. Media, Kwalima, Samsam, Odumase, Mpenwasem, Otomina, Gonse, and then Fotobi.
Right.
We all came together because all of us fly on that same road. So we all came together to stage it. And this is the first time we have ever done this because of this issue.
Okay, so lastly, you gave the government, you said you've given them an ultimatum of
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So if nothing happens in 2 weeks, what's the next step?
Yes. So we have prepared ourselves. I think we will not even say it on air. We will do what we have planned to do.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kosa.
You're welcome, madam. And thank.
All right. So that was Kojo Finkosa. He is a convener and also a resident of the community there. And it's tough. You know, I would definitely want to hear from government. I mean, tell us that you're broke. Tell us that you don't have money. Tell us that you can't pay contractors. And so, listen, it's not going to work anytime soon. It's a more believable story for us to swallow. Because if you are broke, there's nothing we can do. You know, if you don't have money, we can't chase you. You are not a thief. Are you a thief? So you can't find money for somewhere that you don't have, right? Good. So if you don't have money, tell us that you don't have money. And for now, we don't have money. Do you understand? But when you say, oh no, we're talking to contractors, we're going, giving them hope that something is going to happen. Then it's only going to get worse. 2024, trust me, this demonstration is just the beginning. You're going to see more of this, you know, and in other communities.
But you see, my biggest problem in everything that he said is the fact that, you know, there was a gutter built before,
and then the gutter was removed.
Came back to remove it, to rebuild it.
Yes, yes.
Like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
What are you trying to prove?
Yes. So the problem is that different contractors are involved in all of this. So my question is that they're going to give the contract, and this is what he was saying, that based on what the MC said, they're going, and hopefully we're going to raise him on the line shortly so that we can talk to him ourselves, right? Okay, so we have Mr. Honorable Clement Wilkinson on the line, the MC for Gao West Municipality. Mr. Wilkinson, welcome and to Breakfast Daily.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, welcome. Now, let's get right into the conversation. The demonstration that was held seems, we looked at some of the footage there, and the roads look really, really terrible. Probably some of the worst that I have seen in the time of doing this program here. What's the situation on the ground now? When can we get some work done on these roads?
Okay. Good morning once again to our listeners. I think they had a demonstration on Monday.
Yes.
They presented a petition to me. The petition has been submitted to the appropriate quarters. That particular road has been awarded to 2 contractors already, and the contractors are not performing. It's over 4 years now. So we are working on it. As I speak, yesterday we had a meeting, and I told them on Monday that I'm trying to let the contractor who is doing the Ofanko in Sawamu Road, which is Malipoma, if that road can be handed over to him, to add it to his roads as maybe a local content, because it's somehow a bypass road. From Samsam Junction, you can go to a place called Fotobi. I don't know if you are familiar to those areas.
Yes.
So when you get to Fotobi, on left you can go to someone, on right you can go to a bridge. So I think yesterday we had a meeting with the chief executive of Ghana Highways, and I presented my proposal to them. I was told that they will work on it, and by Monday I will hear from them. Yeah.
Wow. So the question I have is, somebody was working on the road already before the new one that you're proposing to give the contract to. What happened to that? What happened to that one?
No, yes, as I said, it's over 4 years now.
Yes.
And they are not performing. Not even they are not working. Not that they are not performing. They are not working.
Mr. Wilkinson,
Yes.
what seems to be the challenge? Why are they not working? What are they saying?
I asked them severally. They said they didn't tell me anything. I mean, what the only thing they are saying is that they will come. They will come.
Wait,
and they are not coming.
Okay, hold on a moment. You are the officer in charge on behalf of the president of Ghana of this community.
Mm-hmm.
How do you countenance people who have been given work to do under your watch? How do you countenance them telling you that we will come, and you don't do anything about it? You should hold them to court. Because it's a contract. Is it not a contract?
Are you saying we should hold them to court?
Yeah. Was it not a contract?
Do you know at times what they say?
What do they say?
Even though I represent the government, I represent the president, all right?
Yes.
When you are talking to them, they have a common language for you.
What's that?
And that language is that, have you given me a contract? And this is something that is, I'm always worried about that. And, always I talk about those issues.
So
and
when
you go to federal rules,
yes,
federal rules award the contract, and you ask federal rules about it, they will tell you those contractors are capable to do it. I like the word you said, I should take them to court.
Yes.
I think those people that I can take them to court so easily, not even the people, the institution, it should be a federal rules. Because I have a arrangement and contract with federal rules.
Good.
Rather than the contractor himself.
Okay, so
because if the federal roads are working under my watch, then it means that I can take federal roads to court,
okay,
not the contractor.
So when are you taking federal roads to court? Because these roads are disgusting.
Yes, now I think the people have had their demonstration all right.
Yes.
I've gone to the appropriate office, and they said I will hear from them on Monday. And this is the institution that I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
So because they have given to a contractor, I'm sure the contractor have to whether they have to abrogate that contract, right? Before it can be awarded to another contractor. So if they said I should give them out to Monday, I will wait. But after Monday, if I don't hear anything, because it has been given to a contractor, then I will be on federal rules to tell me something.
Okay, Mr. Wilkinson, we've heard you. But I just want to ask, did you expect this to happen? Did you expect this demonstration to happen? Obviously, you have seen how long this road has been bad for and what people are going through. Did you expect this to happen?
Sure, because they were at my office to inform me that there will be a demonstration, I think a month ago. And that is where we started talking to the contractor. And that is where we started engaging the officers in charge. But I told them they should hold on for demonstration. But 3 days before I realized, my divisional commander gave me information that the guys brought. They said they are going to have the demonstration on Monday. That is 3 days before the demonstration. I met the leadership, and they explained to me the reason why they want to have the demonstration. Even though I talked to them to stop, they didn't. But that day, I was able to go to them. I met them, and I have a discussion. I received their petition, and I've worked on it. Right. So I was aware.
Right. But would you have stopped if you were in their shoes?
Sorry?
Would you have stopped if you were asked to stop the demonstrations if you were in their shoes?
Oh, I think so. Why not? You are giving me a petition. And the petition you are giving me, you have all your concern. in the petition. So I think if I said stop, if I were in their shoes, I could have stopped it, because I don't think it's a problem at all, because the officer in charge said I'm going to work on it.
Yes.
But they didn't listen.
Right.
So that's okay.
Yeah, yes. I understand where you're coming from. You're coming from the place of, being an MCE, but if you were in their shoes, it will probably be a little bit different. And it just brings us back to asking, if the contractors are not doing their jobs, or if they tell you, did you give them any contract? Did you, if they ask you those questions, or if they've been asking those questions, what was the step that you've taken to, make them do their jobs? Have you done anything about it, or you're still waiting? I
have a couple of letters that I've written to Federal Rules, which I can provide you all those couple of letters. But whenever you write a letter to those institutions, they only communicate to the contractor. Then they will call you on phone and tell you that we have talked to the contractor. The contractor said, I'm preparing. And I can give you Federal Rules, their contacts, and you can talk to them, and they will give you the same answers.
All right. Okay. Mr. Wilkinson, thank you very much for speaking to us this morning. We will check on what happens from Monday to find out if Federal Rules is actually going to act on the things that they've said. I do believe, however, that your offices should be preparing to take them to court. Honestly, this intransigence and excuse making that various government institutions make all the time and all of the rest, it's unacceptable.
Yes, thank you very much. But do you know something now? Even our bylaws allow us to take them to court. So, as you are saying, we are preparing to do those things, because if you are not pursuing those things, it means that the institutions will be there independently and they will not mind us.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So we'll be doing that. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. So we've been speaking with Honorable Clement Wilkinson. He is the MCE for Ga West Municipality. And I do believe that I'm actually upset this morning. I'm dealing with other things, so I'm trying to keep my cool here. But I do believe that, Chris, it's time that we stop giving people a slap on the wrist and rather punch them in the face.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You need to do something that will have impact. Do you get it? If we want results, we can't be doing the same things that we've been doing all this while. So we say, oh, we called them and they said they are working on it. Then we leave it.
Yeah.
Then 3 months' time, we'll call them again. Say, oh, we spoke to you 3 months ago. You say you're working on it. So, oh, we ran into some challenges.
It sounds just like
we're
one
working
of the
on it
headlines
again.
we read some days ago. The one about the NCE or something like that with was it with Captain Smart?
The NCE thing. Yeah, the NCE
it sounds exactly
which
like
is,
this.
It's almost like you've petitioned them, you've given them a warning, and so we're extending the warning.
Yes.
This is what we do. Take them to court, because even like he said, the bylaws allow you to take them to court. So do it. Slap them with a fine. Then they will not be shaking in their boots. Yes, because what this type of behavior that we condone and we allow and we permit, then you see people will be losing their lives. Because in Ghana, lives are not as valuable as they should be.
True.
In fact, dead bodies are more valuable. You want me to prove it to you? We spend more money on funerals than outdoorings. So why would you even value lives to the point where you are trying to save lives and prevent deaths? But no. There are places that cause the accidents, we don't fix them. There are roads that are terrible that we have. Look, Porting Junction, other places on this Accra Cape Coast Road.
Yeah.
Accidents again and again and again and again and again. We do nothing to fix the problem. When they brought police onto that road and checkpoints on that road, the accidents reduced massively. They are not there anymore. So guess what? Accidents will start
again.
climbing up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't value human life. In some countries, people would have been sacked from their jobs because they are in charge of those places. But not in Ghana. No, not in our beloved country, Ghana.
That's why the contractors can actually say.
And so people will just misbehave and do whatever because...
They can just say whatever. I can't believe the contractors can ask you, did you give me any contract?
Yeah. No, but they can.
A whole MCE.
Because it's like, how are you taking me to court? On what premise? Do you understand? Meanwhile, you are the president's man in charge of the entire area. So anything that happens in the area is under your purview and your responsibility.
You know, that's why I also asked him if he was in their shoes, would he have stopped? Because at the end of the day, you don't understand how they feel until you are probably living in that area.
Yeah.
If you're probably living in that area, he will probably sit up. Or maybe he has a bigger car. He doesn't understand what the smaller cars go through.
Well, this road that you saw there, the roads that we're seeing there, whether you're a big car or a small car, you will feel the pain, man. Man, look, we need to do better, honestly. And I'm speaking all the way up to Jubilee House. We need to do better. I want to talk to parliamentarians now. And I say, listen, we have to fix this constitution that has gaping holes to allow people to misbehave and play the buffoonery with the running of the country. We need to fix the constitution, okay? And so let's not, when we go, it's not the easy things alone that we should be dealing with. Difficult things, hard decisions, things that we would rather avoid because it's difficult to handle and to deal with. Yes, let's grab the bull by the horns and deal with them. How on earth is an MCE incapable by our laws and our constitution of dealing with recalcitrant contractors who are refusing to go to site, contractors who are not working, contractors who will not provide information if they've been questioned by the MCE because he's not the one who gave them the contract, but he's the overlord of the land under the president's assignment. So how is it that we have such a system running and nobody's dealing with it? And the only people who can actually deal with it are the parliamentarians who sit in parliament.
No,
we need to do better.
And for a minute, it sounded like as if he doesn't even know the power that he has.
Well, that too.
Yes.
Or he wasn't willing
to
apply the power that he has. You know? Honestly, we need to do better.
True.
Seriously.